Hey everybody, Boomhauer69 here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about this solar kit right here. This is just something I found a long time ago on Amazon. It was about maybe, I want to say maybe been a couple of years now, maybe 4 or 5 years ago on Amazon. They're still selling it. Surprising, but I'm just going to talk about why I like this. The brand is called, let me pull up my phone here. It's called, ECI or ECL power. It's a little 100 watt, 12 volt setup. It's a little small solar kit, a little basic kind of little, some people would call it a rinky dinky kit, and most people that do a lot of use actual solar power stations would probably laugh at that, but I'm going to talk about why I like it. One thing I really liked about it is it comes with a battery, which at the time when I was looking at little solar kits and stuff and looking at looking at something basic to plan on buying and later on getting into solar and stuff, a lot of them didn't come with batteries. Some of them just came with the solar panel, mounting bracket, cables, and charge controller, where that one comes with a little basic little rinky dinky 20, I think it's a 20 amp hour 20 amp hour LiFePO 4 lithium battery. So it's a lithium battery and little basic battery, which I thought that was kind of neat, and that's what caught my eye about it. I thought, oh, that'd be a cute little small little solar setup to practice, setting up our solar system and stuff. And I also like that the cables are MC4 cables, so that's good, because I know a lot of solar companies that make solar panels are going to MC4 connectors and stuff, and so what tells me is that solar panel could be daisy chained or linked up with other panels later on down the line to make a bigger, more wattage solar setup, where you could easily convert that to 200 or 400 watts from 100 and stuff. And what I like about that little kit is, I thought that looks like the perfect little kit for a beginner like me to start out learning how to set up a solar setup and maintain a little solar setup. And what I like about that versus like those portable Blue Eddies and Jackeries and stuff like that is the components are separate from the unit. So say, for example, the battery goes out and conks out, you can just simply unscrew the battery, unhook the wires, yank the battery off it, go recycle the battery, and then go buy a new one instead of having to throw out the whole unit, Because with those like Blue Eddies and Jackeries and them power station generator thingies that are real popular, that's the thing. If something malfunctions on it and breaks, then you gotta buy a whole new unit, versus as this little kit, you could easily replace whatever little broken unit, and you don't gotta throw out every little part and everything, and can be kind of money saving. Obviously that kit there is not going to be portable, versus where the Blue Eddy and Jackeries are going to have, are going to be portable and stuff. And so that's more of a stationary solar setup versus a portable solar setup. So, there's pros and cons to each one and stuff and things. I noticed the only thing that doesn't come with is the circuit breaker fuses, the fuses or circuit breakers, and if you want to do any converting power and stuff, you would need to buy a power converter and stuff. That's the only two things I noticed that don't come with. The only thing that does come with is the cables, the solar panel, charge controller, battery, and the little brackets to mount the panels onto something or whatever, however you're gonna set it up, mount it on your roof, or mount it on a some sort of piece of board or something like I would do. I would just make like a little kind of triangle shaped thingy and mount the boards on one side of that, like people do make like a little slant thingy that I do. And I just thought for the price, I thought that was a neat little kit, and it seemed to have pretty decent reviews, and thought, well, that'd be a nice cheap, it's only under $200, so it'd be a little bit, probably over 200 with tax and shipping. It's currently selling right now at the time of this recording, $179 and then whatever tax and shipping would be. So roughly around $200 for a little 100-watt 12-volt system that comes with a little battery. And at the time when I discovered that, there wasn't, as far as the research I'd done, there wasn't very many solar kits out there that comes with a little battery. At least a lot of them didn't come with a battery, and that little kit, that's one of the main things that caught my eye. It came with a battery, and that would be something later on down the line, if I had the money and just want to mess around with a little small kit, I would do it. I would buy that and set it up and stuff. I think that would be a perfect little kit. I thought that would also be neat for some DIY, do it yourself, little tiny house, little build, because I thought about sometime in the near future building a little tiny house that had, like a small little shed tiny house thing that would basically have enough room to put like a small like twin bed in or something, one of them little fold up rollaway twin beds in. And I thought, oh, that'd be a perfect little kit for you just, want something to run some little DC lights and stuff, maybe run some little twinkle lights or some sort of, you know, or charge a cell phone or whatever, and run some small appliances and small little rechargeable gadgets and stuff. Obviously something like that. I know enough about solar. I know I am not no solar expert, and I'm not an electrician, but I do know enough about electrical and solar where I know that would not have enough power to run a microwave or power my whole house or a RV camper for that matter. That's a pretty small little setup where you're only going to be able to do, basically charge a cell phone, maybe run a small internet modem, and maybe my camera here, maybe run that, and I'd probably maybe be able to charge some DeWalt batteries, and that's about it. It'd be very limited on what you could do. I might be able to, with a kit like that, run a 60-watt lamp for maybe a few hours if I was in a power outage situation. But there'd be a few little things you could do with a little kit like that. But for me, I thought, oh, that'd be a neat little kit to someday purchase and mess around with. And then I got to thinking about it today. I was thinking about solar at my work and walking around thinking about solar setups. Thought, you know what, I'll make a video and talk about that little kit and what I kind of think about it, and see if anybody kind of likes that kind of video. Because I thought, yeah, it'd be a neat little kit to mess around with. And I was thinking about it at work. Thought, yeah, why not make a video about it and talk about why I like it. And that's why I like it. It's the simple fact that it comes with a battery, and the solar panel cables. The cables are MC4 connectors, and which is a standard connectors in the solar industry and solar whatever you want to call it and stuff. And so that's what caught my eye on that little kit, and I thought it would be a neat little beginner's kit to mess around with and try my hand at seeing if I could set up a successful solar kit and stuff, and see, and then just see kind of messing around, since I don't know a whole lot about solars and batteries and all that stuff, see what I could run and learn a little bit the hard way. And then plus with a little kit like that, if something major breaks on it, like say the solar panel malfunctions or the battery goes to poop, you ain't out a whole lot of money, versus where if I was to buy like a $10,000, $5,000 big time solar setup or something where I'm spending thousands of dollars, I'm definitely going to seek a professional to help me set up and stuff, where as a little kit like that, little 12-volt kit like that, I see where it wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be a whole lot of stress setting it up and stuff. It'd be pretty simple, straightforward and stuff. I know on those, when you with that kit, again, you'd have to buy a power inverter and fuses or circuit breakers and stuff, because you definitely want to have circuit breakers on the panel, circuit breaker or fuses on the panels and on the battery to protect from further damage. Because if you don't know, circuit breakers and fuses, they help protect the electrical for when something malfunctions on the electrical. It will break that connection where you won't have to worry about any further damage on the other end and stuff. Say this side here is the solar panel and this side is your battery. Basically, a fuse or circuit breaker acts like a bridge, and say the solar panel malfunctions and something goes wacko on it, that fuse or circuit breaker will break that connection, and so that way your battery over here is not getting any electrical current or anything happening to it, where it'll keep it safe from any further damage and stuff. So yeah, basically a fuse or circuit breaker acts like a bridge between the electrical current, and then when something happens, it breaks that connection, and the bridge will basically collapse and stuff. So yeah, and something like a little kit like that, I thought would just be a perfect little beginner's kit, and thought, what's the harm? Why don't talk about it and just kind of share it now. Personally, I don't own that kit, never have, and right now I don't have the funds to be buying stuff like that and going hog wild and trying it out. But maybe in the near future I will, just to mess around with it and stuff, and see what it's capable of doing and stuff. I don't know a whole lot about electrical and solar stuff, but fun to learn and stuff, and maybe learn on down the line, see what it's capable of doing, and see how well the battery holds up and stuff. I don't know how good that would be. The only thing is, I know it does seem to have pretty decent, okay Amazon reviews, but sometimes you always can't trust Amazon reviews. Sometimes you just gotta buy it and find out the hard way and stuff. And I know a little small kit like that, you could do some things with it, but, obviously you're not going to be powering your whole house or your big $50,000 RV fifth wheel camper if you have one and stuff, and you'd be able to do some small stuff, like, again, charge up a cell phone. Like I said before, maybe I'd be able to charge up my DeWalt batteries, but I know definitely I'd be able to at least, if I had a power outage situation and I had that little solar setup, I could easily, plug in a 60-watt lamp and be able to have some light to at least see where I'm going at night if I needed to and stuff. So yeah, I know what that would be kind of on the small stuff, maybe I would probably use that to also run my internet modem if I could and stuff. I'd have to look at my internet modem and see how much wattage it needs to use and stuff, and I'd be able to power my internet modem, and maybe, well, you'd roughly need about 200 watts to do a DC freezer cooler. You'd have to, for that, you'd have to get, I think they recommend 200 watt solar setup for a DC mini fridge or something like that. But I bet you could probably one of them small, funny little itty bitty ones that let you, hold a couple cans of Coke or something, or Pepsi or Mountain Dew, whatever your beverage is, you might be able to. But I would definitely, on something like that, I'd be trying to a little bit for a few hours run my internet modem to, if I was in a power outage situation, to let everyone know I was okay or something on those lines. But yeah, there's a screenshot of the Amazon ad one more time and stuff. But yeah, I just think that would be a neat little basic kit just for cheap to mess around with and get to learning, solar and stuff. that's why that kit caught my eye, because I was looking at solar setups and seeing what the prices are, and I thought, oh, that'd be a cute little basic setup. And I saw the reviews, and I thought, well, it seems to have pretty okay reviews and stuff, and thought that would just be a cute, neat little basic one to learn how to get into solar. And then I like the fact with the MC4 connectors, later on, once you got good at knowing how to fully, successfully set up and operate a solar setup, then you could easily upgrade the batteries, you could add more panels and continue to use that panel and stuff. And so that's what I like about it. You could grow that system over time when you build up the confidence in the solar or stuff, because I'm no professional solar guy. I'm just a guy that watches videos on YouTube and is learning solar that way through YouTube University and stuff. So yeah. Now, when it comes to doing electrical or anything like that, you definitely want to take caution. Maybe me, if I had that set up, I would definitely, after I set it all up, I'd maybe have somebody that I know that knows the electrical maybe inspect it, and make sure, I did it all right and stuff, being this a little 12-volt setup, I don't think you have too much problems, but I would basically seek a professional and say, hey, did I do this right? And make sure they go over it and see what they say and say, yeah, whatever. Because basically what I would do if I currently right now had that set up, I would just build a little wooden post to mount the solar panel onto and stuff, a little setup that I could easily just adjust to according to the sunlight and stuff. Because how solar panels work is they're just taking the energy that the sun gives and the sun beams this energy down onto the panel, and then the panel runs it through the cable wire, thus creating DC current, direct current, DC, and then a power inverter will convert it over to the AC household style current. So I would just build, if I had it right now, I'd just build some little wooden kind of slanted platform that would allow me to direct the panel right to the sun and be able to adjust it when the sun is adjusting itself during the morning and evening hours. Have it build a little something that would be easy where I could just pick it up, turn the panel to the direction of the sun and stuff. Is what I would probably do. Now, if I had the money and had like a little shed out back, then I'd probably just mount the panels on the shed and stuff. Because I did think that also would be a cute little setup for like doing a little do-it-yourself DIY little tiny house build and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of why I like it. I just like the fact that it came with a battery and it has standard MC4 connectors, and I thought for the price it was a decent little setup that would be perfect for just a beginner to mess around with and learning how to set up solar and stuff, and that's why. And I thought, I was thinking about it today, why not just make a video about it and post it on YouTube and give my thoughts on it and stuff and what I think about it. And I don't personally own that and haven't yet, and so later on down the line I am going to try to purchase that when I have the funds to do so, and when I got some extra money to mess around with and, buying a few little items and stuff like that, and give it a try and see how well it works and stuff, and then obviously make a YouTube video about it, giving you more of my thoughts about it. But yeah, I just happened to thinking about that kit at my work and thought, you know what, make a little video about it and to raise awareness about it. Maybe somebody out there is like me and looking for a basic little setup to mess around with, and for the price of solar setup, I don't think that's too bad of a price, and you get a little rinky dinky battery with it, so that's fun. Most kits like that will be that price and make you buy a battery separate, which that's what definitely caught my eye. I was like, oh wow, it comes with a little rinky dinky battery. So yeah, I know there's other kits out there too now that has that comes with little rinky dinky batteries as well, so and stuff. But back when I saw that kit, there, I think most at that time anyways, because it was about a few years back, and when I discovered that little kit maybe 4 or 5 years back, and a lot of, I noticed at the time, a lot of solar kits were not, including any type of battery at all. They was making, oh, you buy the battery separate, and even a little battery like that, you buy that separate, sometimes can run you $40, $50, 60 or 80. Batteries ain't cheap. Now, if you want a big, nice battery to store lots of electricity and power and stuff, you're gonna spend about $300 to $500 on a decent battery, 300 and stuff. I watch quite a few off-grid channels, and they talk about all that stuff, and that's where I picked up my knowledge of solar setups and solar things and stuff, where I know that to get a decent battery that would allow you to power a lot of things, you're going to spend about $300 to $500 there, and even sometimes upwards of $1,000 and stuff. But yeah, I just thought, neat little kit to be fun to buy and mess around with sometime. Basic little kit, and it wouldn't hurt the pockets too much and stuff. And I thought, a little kit like that, if you're somebody that just wanted to mess around, make a little DIY, little mini tiny house, like I see a lot of people doing on YouTube these days and stuff. I thought, hey, that'd be a perfect kit for that. If you're just basically looking for something just to run a few little lights, I managed to be able to do that at least and stuff. But yeah, if you like this sort of content, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you don't like this content, comment your thoughts below. Good video, bad video, what did you think? And don't forget to share this video with everybody you know. And please hit that subscribe button, because that also helps me, Boomhauer69, in growing this YouTube channel. Hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching this video. Again, I'm just making this video because I thought it'd be interesting just to see what people think and stuff. I kept thinking about it, and so I thought, maybe other people might be interested in stuff. So, hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching Boomhauer69's YouTube channel.